Good? Alright, so this is the first ever week in review from Vancouver to England, England to England, we flew to Gatwick, went from, let me start over. Okay, so.
Week number 1.
Took a 9.5 hour flight from Vancouver over to the Gatwick airport in London, or just outside of London. I thought the flights were pretty reasonable, actually extremely reasonable. It was only, I think it was $3.50 per person. And what day did we leave, John?
Friday.
I ended up leaving on Friday the 13th of, what month is it? Of October. Funny story. One time in an airport in Vancouver, before we even start our journey,
we did almost lose the drone. That was terrifying. Go through the security checks, walk out, walk down, grab a bottle of water, go up, find our gate, go to the washroom, both of us, come out of the washroom, and then realize that we don't have the red bag with all of our camera equipment in it. DSLR, gimbal, GoPro, drone, everything.
And Jen looks at me and she goes, Where's the baggage with our electronics in it? With our camera equipment? Good question. I thought you had it, so.
Thank God I realized, but then Kellen went running and ran actually past where it was.
Stay here. And I just start bucking it. I'm running full speed. I got bags in my hands. It's like bouncing all over the place. Just rip it. Oh my God, like I'm freaking out. Like, oh my, we just started our 4-month trip and I already lost like over 10 grand in camera equipment. I'm panicked right now. I'm panicked.
As soon as I realized that we didn't have it, I knew it was at security, and I found it at security, and they were like, why would you ever leave this behind? Don't have drinks at the restaurant before you go through security. London's massive. That was my 3rd time in London, and I still feel like I haven't seen it. Like, I still don't know London. You could take so much time to walk through there and see everything in London.
At nighttime, everything's lit up. Bridges are lit up with neon lights. The buildings are lit up. It looks really, really pretty. The cliffs of Dover were also very, very nice. After London, we jetted over. We took a 2.5 hour drive to Portsmouth to go see a concert that ended up being sold out. Pretty frustrating, but canceled, sorry. Ended up being canceled. And so once we got there, we realized it was canceled, and we made the best of it by going out for fishing trips and a couple drinks. Always pre-book where you're going to be going next 1 week in advance. We planned Portugal literally on the way to the airport. You know, we wanted to do everything open-ended. We wanted to keep our options open at all costs, and in turn it ended up being really, really stressful.
My backpack broke. Maybe don't buy a backpack off of Craigslist. The zipper on the bottom portion already broke both sides, so that's toast. I've already lost half a bag. Your bag is breaking as well. So we're 1 week in. Living life behind the lens of a camera. It's a lot of work every day.
Oh yeah.
Every day are all the cameras charged? The GoPro, the drone, the DSLR, the phones.
Gimbals.
The gimbal, exactly. Do we have enough power outlets? Like, how do we rotate them? Do we have all the gear when we're going out to the car? Are we gonna lug all the gear around down the cliffs to go onto the beaches? Are we gonna enjoy everything? Traveling is not always as rosy as you think it's gonna be. So you look at people's YouTube channels, like ours too, and you see all the fun moments, and you think that you need to escape your life to go live in that kind of dream reality, but it's not always like that. It's still real life, right? I went to Portugal for the food.
One of the prime beers here in Portugal is Sagres. Boom! Ripple cut ketchup. This is where it's at, guys. This is where it's at. So you guys come to Portugal, you know what it is.
So if you get a chance to go to Lisbon, go to the Alfama. It's all about cured meats, cheese, seafood, chorizo on fire. The wine is cheap, the beer is cheap.
So good. So good.
There was the guy who had his little barbecue charcoal pit on the in the alleyway, just like grilling up some seafood that had been caught there that day. So we had some sardines on bread, which is so basic but so good, right?
So good.
The fado is a very important thing to them there. Basically every bar in the Alfama has a fado, which is like the live traditional music. Do not make noise when they are playing because you will get shushed hard. Yeah, I got chastised for that one.